Hey guys, and joining us right now is Texas Rangers rookie outfielder Wyatt Langford, who has made a splash this spring training as we head into the start of the season next week. Wyatt, what's going on, bud?
Not a whole lot, guys. I'm doing pretty good. How are y'all?
Good, good. Thanks. Thank you for joining us on the off day, which are not very common in spring training. You don't have to go to the ballpark at all today. So, what are you going to do?
A lot of nothing, probably. I I think I'm actually going to try and play some golf today, though.
Oh, are you any good?
Well, this will be my third time ever playing, so
So, so you'll
I think, I
break
think
80.
I think that answers your question.
My guess, though, is when you connect with a golf ball, it probably goes a long way.
Yeah, just not the right way.
Yeah, it may go a long way left or right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it, but that's good. You got to learn how to play golf. I think it's part of being a big leaguer, which
Yeah.
which you're about to be. I know that the Rangers haven't announced anything yet. So in that vein, how do you feel about how your spring has gone?
I feel great. I mean, obviously I've performed pretty well, but I feel like I've done a good job just getting to learn about a bunch of the guys and get to make those relationships.
You hit your sixth home run yesterday, and I was there, and I was curious because you kind of went into the dugout quickly and smiling. I just wonder if I mean, it was in the same spot where Marcus hit his grand slam. I'm just wondering if there was anything to it, or if you were just happy you hit a home run.
No, always just happy.
Yeah. See, that's what you get with reporters. We see stuff and we try to read it and read way too much into it. So, I think your first couple games, you didn't get a hit. You finally got a hit, and it seems like it's taken off. Was that just a matter of getting your timing where it needed to be? Because I think some John here dives into the Twitter a lot more than I do. I think there are some people who are worried about Wyatt Langford.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, it's spring training. A lot of it, the majority of it is just about getting your timing, preparing for the regular season.
Yeah. So now, are you're pleased with where you are in terms of how your swing feels, where your timing's at, how you're playing in the outfield, all of that?
Yeah, I feel great going into the year. I'm excited to get going.
So, I think it's safe to say that you're going to be in the major leagues at some point this year. What
Yeah.
challenges do you think you'll be facing? I mean, you're a lot of pitchers you've never seen before. You've never been to any of the ballparks that I'm aware of. So it just seems like you've got a lot. You're going to have a real steep learning curve.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's the same game. I mean, you're playing baseball. I mean, definitely the pitching is it's always going to be a challenge. No matter how long you play, it's always going to be a challenge. So yeah, I mean, getting accustomed to that each and every day is going to be difficult. But besides that, I mean, it's just the same game.
What have the guys been like in the clubhouse? You mentioned them right off the bat. Obviously, Josh Young invited you to live with them, and Nate, Nathaniel Lowe, which seems like an awful cool gesture. But at times there have been 65 other players in the clubhouse. So what's it like in there?
Yeah, I mean, first off, yeah, it was super cool that they were willing to do that for me. I was really glad to have been able to say yes whenever they invited me to do that. But yeah, the guys in the clubhouse have been great. The guy I keep talking about is Travis Jankowski. He's been super good to me. Just being around him, I've been in the outfield and stuff. He's been good. But I mean, there's like for the most part, everyone has been very like open and willing to talk and help.
Travis was our guest on the last show, and he talked about how you seem to be in a better place mentally and maturity wise than he ever was when he was a rookie. Of course, he's like the nicest guy on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
But you do seem to be
Now,
handling
he also
all
said
this.
he would kill for that talent. He also
just
said
seem,
he would kill for his talent.
yeah. You also seem to be like very level-headed. Where does that come from?
I wish I could tell you. I don't really know. I mean,
Man, are you
I,
kidding?
I try and just um, don't treat moments too big. I mean, it's always like I said earlier, it's the same game no matter what you're doing. Just you have to stay calm at all times and just go out there and have fun.
Is this a parent? Do you think I think everybody says it comes from their parents. Are you a believer in that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I would say so. I'd say a lot of it has to do with kind of how you're brought up, and that definitely has a little bit to do with it.
So what was it like growing up? You said that early on that you weren't a very good hitter when you were 9, and your dad came out and made you hit, and then you got back on track. But it seems like there's a lot of support there for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad did everything when it came to like coaching and all of that. Um, yeah, I mean, he played a little bit in high school, but that was really the extent of his playing baseball. And it was just kind of I always say he was on YouTube all the time, looking at all the drills and all that stuff. So that's where we got most of our hitting knowledge.
Is he still does he still try to coach you up, or is he does he just say no? Let's leave this to.
No, he backed off a little bit once I got to college, and then now not we don't really talk about it that much.
Were they able to come out with your family, your wife? I mean, you're a newlywed. Was everybody able to come out and see you at all?
My wife did not because they're in the middle of their softball season, but my both of my parents did, and I had some other family members come out as well.
Okay, I did not know about the wife being an athlete.
Yeah,
Softball. What
softball
did she
player
do?
at Mercer University. She's an
Mercer, that's
outfield.
in
Yeah,
Georgia.
yep, Macon,
Okay.
Georgia.
What's she
Yeah,
play?
she's an outfielder, lefty hitter.
Wow.
Well,
That's going to
Cody,
be for some great battles.
Cody, Cody Bradford's wife was a softball player.
Yeah,
So hey, there you go.
yeah,
How did you meet her? Is she from your hometown or what?
yeah. I mean, we've known each other our entire lives, really. We played t-ball together. Actually, we're on the same team.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's real cool. What is she studying?
she's studying psychology.
That could come in handy.
Now, is she a
Yeah,
senior?
she is a redshirt junior. She redshirted her
That's right.
freshman year,
Okay.
so she has one more year.
Well, she probably has 2 with all those dang COVID rules.
No, that was before we got into school.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
the year before.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm not putting the numbers together. Okay. And one other thing that you've had to deal with is me and John, all the media. I mean, we besieged you the second you got to camp. We were at your locker. Didn't even really give you a chance to breathe. Is that part of it? Are you tired of us yet? What's going on?
No, I mean it's just part of the job. It
It's
hasn't
tired of you, man.
it hasn't been bad at all. I mean, we had some of the media stuff in college had to do with that. So I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. So let's say hypothetically, although I think it's a pretty strong hypothetical, that you are in Arlington next Thursday and playing baseball. Do you have any goals for a season? Are you the type of guy that sets those out, or what? How are you going to take on this 162 game monster?
No, yeah, I'm not the biggest on goals. I like to just kind of take it day by day. I feel like that helps me just go out there and give it my best each and every day. That is what kind of puts me in the best position to have success, I feel like. But I mean, I would love to stay healthy all year, be able to play every game I can.
Yeah, you know, it's been a whirlwind. I've heard you say that a couple times because 12 months ago, you were probably getting ready to play Vanderbilt or Kentucky or somebody like that, and here you are on the cusp of the major leagues.
Yeah.
You have to like pinch yourself. Can you believe what's happening here?
It's definitely been crazy, but I mean, I feel like I'm where I should be. I don't feel like I'm anywhere that I shouldn't be.
Yeah. No, you don't look
You've
like.
earned it.
Yeah, you don't look out of place. You don't act out of place. I think just from my 17 years of covering this team, the best way for a young guy like yourself to impress veteran guys is to know your place. Obviously, you if you're a good player, they like that too, but they don't want you coming in and popping off or whatever. Knowing your place, knowing who you are, and by all accounts, that's what you're doing. So hopefully tomorrow or Saturday we'll have some news, official news about Wyatt Langford. Maybe you have it, I don't know, but don't tell us.
I'm waiting to hear too.
Is it killing you, or are you pretty comfortable?
Taking it day by day.
All right, well, that's the good answer.
No, I feel good.
All right, John, what do you got for Mr. Langford before we get him out of here?
Just a few. So last time we had you on, Wyatt. By the way, very cool that your wife's an athlete, man. You guys are going to have some little stud athletes when y'all ever have kids. That's going to be amazing. Ryan Doro, who used to be in the Range organization, you may not know him because he just retired, but him and his wife were both middle infielders in college. She played on the softball team. So I was like, they had a little boy 2 years ago. I was like, that kid's going to be turning too. Just smooth as silk. Okay, teams growing up. What was your favorite MLB team when you were growing up?
Favorite team growing up?
Favorite team? I didn't really watch a ton of baseball, honestly. I mean, kind of where I grew up, we weren't really close to any major league teams. But I would say like Tampa Bay Rays is who I watch the most. I always say that Evan Longoria was my favorite player. Just because I was a third baseman at that time. So
that makes sense. How far is Gainesville from Tampa?
It's about 2 hours.
Okay. So are you? And Atlanta's what? I think you told me 5. Is that about right?
Yeah, it's about 5.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that. I mean, when you were. Crap! I keep saying when you were young. I mean, you're still young, but. I mean, Evan Longoria at the time, the Rangers. You may remember this. You would have been 10. Evan Longoria hit the home run that got the Rays into the postseason. Beat the Yankees, walked them off. Then it may have been the same year, might have been the next year. They played the Rangers in the division series. Actually back-to-back years, 10 and 11. And the first year was kind of like the ALCS last year because the home team didn't win a game. And but I just remember Longoria always seemed to come up in a huge spot.
Yeah.
And they played that little Scottish sound and intro music for him.
Yeah.
And what Rays fans it was pretty good then. Went crazy. I mean, he's like a franchise cornerstone. So
yeah.
But there's some serious Rays Rangers history, and it's
Am I
crazy
still lagging?
Yeah, it's crazy that they've played 3 times in the postseason. The Rangers have won all 3 series because Tampa's a pretty good darn little outfit. Are you going to watch your Gators tomorrow against the Buffs from Colorado in the NCAA tournament?
Oh yeah, if we're not doing anything, I will.
Yeah, did you go to a lot of ball games there? Because I always thought the gym looked really cool.
Yeah, it's very nice. They just redid it, I think, like right before I got there. Went to a couple basketball games, not a ton. When I was there, we didn't perform too well, but they're starting to turn it around now. They look good. I went to one this year actually, and it was really fun.
How's the baseball team doing?
They're doing all right. They're losing some games they shouldn't, and then they're winning games they beat Texas A&M the other day in the series, and they were undefeated.
That's good. A&M's coach Jim Schlossnagle used to be the TCU coach. You guys played TCU there to go to the finals. They had to beat you twice. What were your impressions of the Frogs last year?
They're good. They had some really good players. And they had Braden Taylor, who's a first rounder. He went to the Rays, I think. He's really good. I played with him on Team USA. They had some good pitchers as well.
Yeah. Well, the way that game was so tight when you ended up eliminating them, they had
Yeah.
Their shortstop, who apparently is going to be a first round pick this year, Anthony Silva. He
Yeah.
went into the hole and fell or whatever. I mean, those are the breaks.
Yeah.
The breaks you get. Yeah. So anyway, well, Wyatt, I know it's an off day. I know you got to go tee it up. We don't want to keep you too much longer. John will save his questions for next time, but I'm thinking next time, Wyatt, that we talk to you on this show, you're going to be a entrenched Major League Baseball player. So
Hopefully
it's going to be
so.
exciting. I hope the next 2 days go well for you. I have a really good feeling they're going to, and that next week, man, it's going to be something else. So,
Yep, I'm excited.
yeah, it should be. All right. Well, that's Wyatt Langford, everybody. We're getting John's audio all straightened out. We're going to down to the bus leagues next.